WOTV for Women is expanding its crew of West Michigan experts, and we are excited to get to introduce you to them this week.
Today we have Gail Saukus, the manager of Dawn Divorce Attorneys for Women. She's here to tell us about her new role as part of the crew.
So welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing your face a lot more. Why don't you just start by telling us exactly what do you do?
Well, I am the practice manager at Dawn Divorce Attorneys for Women, and I sort of oversee everything in the office. So I do pretty much everything except the legal work. I'm not an attorney. I've got my hand in everything. I work with the clients. I manage the office staff and do just about everything else that anybody asks me to do.
So even though you are not a certified attorney, people can come in and they can get information that they might not know where to go elsewhere for. And what kind of information?
Absolutely. When a woman comes in to get a divorce, or if they need some help with a custody issue, quite often they don't have any idea what they're getting into. They, are just sort of lost. And we've had a lot of comments from women when they're finished with the divorce that they would wish that they had some information that they knew at the end, at the beginning. So that's what I'm going to try to do here, is to give women some information and tips and clues on how to get themselves prepared, so if they need to get a divorce attorney, they're not sort of out in the cold and not a clue and scared and alone. They know how to get their finances in order, what to look for when they're looking for an attorney, what items to bring with them when they come into an office. We're going to talk about different custody issues and ways that they can prepare for that, abuse issues, anything that we think that we can help with.
Okay. And so when a couple gets divorced, are the issues that a man faces and a woman faces different?
Very different, very, very different, because women are the primary caretakers usually. They're now working outside of the home. It's much more emotional for them. They don't want to just get their papers done and get their divorce. They need to start their life over again. They often need help in a lot of different areas, perhaps getting a job if they are a stay-at-home mom, and starting re-education and training. There's just a lot of different issues that they need to work on that men don't necessarily need to do. And we're also seeing a big change, though, in our offices. It's really rather interesting. The recession has hit men very differently than it has hit women. And what we're starting to see now is women coming in who have very high-power jobs. Their husbands have been laid off, and they have reacted almost just they get depressed, and they end up staying home taking care of the kids. And then when a divorce comes, they want alimony, they want child support, and the roles are being reversed. So it's kind of an interesting thing that's been occurring lately.
So you're joining the crew, so welcome. We're very pleased to have you.
Thank you.
And that's with WOTV for Women. So what can people take away from your tips?
Well, I think that primarily preparedness. A woman who has absolutely no idea about the finances in their marriage are at a real disadvantage if something happens to their marriage where it breaks down and they end up in a divorce and they don't know where the money's at, they don't know what they owe, they don't know if they're on the paperwork for the house. It really puts them at a disadvantage. If they are divorced and they need to move out of state, if they don't realize that they have some issues on what they have to address before they go, they can get themselves into some big trouble. If they just decide they're going to move and they haven't, checked in with the court, checked in with their attorney to make sure that everything that they're doing is correct. So we're going to try to give them a few tips ahead of time so they're prepared.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, we appreciate you coming in today and learning a little bit more about you and the information that you'll be offering to people through WOTV for Women.
Yes, I'm really excited. I'm really happy to be part of the crew.
Great.
And people can also go to our website, which is dawnforwomen.com, and get information there as well.
Great. And on WOTVforwomen.com.
Great one. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be right back with Maureen West. Thanks, Tom.